Good morning, guys. It is, let's see, Tuesday, April 5th. It's about 8 o'clock. I just got done taking my check-in photos for my coach. I will go ahead and pop a small video or some photos of those up on the screen. So this morning I woke up at a new low, like all-time prep low weigh-in so far. I woke up this morning at 147.9 pounds. So things are happening. Things are happening. Hello YouTube. I have some updates. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, then you don't know that I, on Friday night, was gearing up to train legs, and I dropped a 45-pound metal plate on top of my foot. I proceeded to, I immediately went into shock, dropped down to my knees, and then on my back, and just kind of took a few deep breaths, because I've dropped plates on my foot before, but I don't think I've ever done a metal one. I proceeded to start to kind of hyperventilate, because I felt all of, your body is such an amazing thing, and I started to feel all of it got hot, it started to throb, and so I took my shoe off, and my sock was covered in blood. So I started screaming for help. Got the staff at the gym that I train at to come help me. One of the guys there had done something similar. He's like, yeah, something's definitely broken here. And just so happened there was an urgent care literally across the street. So a few of the staff members at the gym that I train at picked me up and carried me across the street to urgent care. I waited in the urgent care waiting room for like 2.5 hours. Ended up, one of the people at my gym sat and like waited with me until my mom and my brother could come. It's bleeding and it's disgusting and it's throbbing. Long story short, eventually got back to see the doctor, got x-rays immediately, and the x-rays showed, and what I'm gonna try and do is get these x-rays up on the screen for you guys. I have a disc and I'm gonna see what I can do to get it off. But the x-rays showed my big toe with comminuted fractures. I think I'm saying that right. So there's 4 breaks in my big toe and then 2 breaks in the 2 toes next to it. It's hard. It's hard for me to talk about this. If you've been following along my videos, these past 2 updates, it's been a hard prep. I've never had to do this much cardio this far out from a show. I've never had to, I guess, like eat this low this far out from a show. I was working my ass off, guys. I'm getting up at 4:30, 5 every day, doing an hour of cardio in the morning, working my full-time job, scheduling in my self breaks so that I can hit my 10K step goal, getting off around 5 o'clock, actually around 4:30, driving to the gym, doing my lifts, doing my cardio after the gym, doing my posing, and then repeating, all while also cooking my meals, weighing everything out. And I'm not saying this and like, that's just bodybuilding, that's just life, but being, you know, doing this 12, 11, 10 weeks out from my show, I've never had to push like that hard, that far out for my body. My body wasn't responding, and it's like I'm sitting in the waiting room and looking at my foot, and I knew that being 9 weeks out with a estimated time of recovery for my foot being 5 to 6 weeks, that we were gonna pull the plug on the show.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
So right now I am currently using Instacart to get my groceries, and I'm kind of stuck between getting shrimp and chicken. Chicken's obviously so much cheaper, but I really have been enjoying shrimp. It's just so much more expensive. It's like, get the shrimp or get the chicken. It's like the shrimp's already cooked, so it's like I'm not gonna have to do anything. I'm just literally just gonna have to weigh it out. Whereas like the chicken, I'm gonna have to like cook it and weigh it out and all that stuff. So I'm like, what can I do? You guys, not going to the grocery store sucks. Grocery shopping, it's, even when you're dieting and you can't have anything, it's like, I feel like it's the best. I don't know. I'm sad, but I can't go fucking get my groceries. No, I couldn't do it. So when I'm at home, I'm supposed to be wearing that boot, but I'm not. It fucking hurts my foot right now. My foot's really swollen, so it's like I just kind of hobble around on my crutches. So I am very lucky. My kitchen is just like set up so, I feel like, efficiently. Everything's very close, so I'm gonna make some breakfast right now. I'm gonna make 2 eggs and then 2 packets of maple brown sugar oatmeal. taking this off now because I've just done so many things. And I'll update you guys on that in a second. And I need to ice it because it is swollen and it hurts very bad. Taking this bad girl out. There she is. Oh, I can feel myself kind of flexing my toes, but that is currently what my foot. It looks so bad, and today I need to wash it because you can't see that well, but in the crack there is blood. So I've just spent like the last 2 hours prepping myself food, cleaning up, talking to my mom, taking out the trash. Like, I still have to get things done. I'm literally exhausted. Trauma's a lot to your body, so everything is trying to go to my foot and cure my foot, but it's like I still have things I need to do, body. So I just made a meal, and here is just some cod from Mega Fit Meals, green beans, some rice on top of arugula, and I put some sugar-free orange marmalade on it. Super good. But I'm just gonna rest right now and eat, and then get to a state where I can talk to you guys again, because I'm like wiped out. Your body processes trauma, I feel like the same, whether it's mental, physical, emotional, whatever it is, mental or emotional. But physical, it's the same excretion of hormones, it's the same kind of tiring your body out. And guys, I slept 11 hours last night. Like, let me see, I wear a Fitbit to sleep. 11 hours. And right now, I'm exhausted. Like, it's just like a sign of my body's been through a lot, and it's still going through a lot, because especially when you have an injury, your body's nutrients and everything flocks to that area to heal it. So I got that new Know Your Power journal that I briefly showed you guys this morning, and in the journal it has you reflect on your past week, plan for your future week, and then each day you have an entry. So obviously it's the first time I got it yesterday. So on the section where I reflected on this week, it asked, you know, what lessons have you learned? And I thought back to when I dropped the plate on my foot. I wasn't present. I wasn't thinking about picking up the plate and moving it to the machine. I couldn't even remember what I was thinking about. And that's what kind of irks me so much, is I've noticed that I am busy, and I think anyone who's busy and has a lot going on, a lack of presence in each thing that you're doing, even though you're getting things done. I wasn't present, and whatever the fuck it was I was thinking about wasn't even important, because I can't even remember it right now. So I don't know, that's my lesson. Like, I want to use this as an opportunity to really wake me up in being more present each and every single moment of every day. I think we miss out on, because we're doing one thing and we're thinking about doing the next thing while we're doing the one thing, rather than just doing the one thing, completing it, and then moving on to the next one. So I'm just using that as a lesson. And I just looked up 2 podiatrists, someone's gonna like hopefully correct me for saying that have availability for Tuesday and Wednesday next week. I sent them to my mom to proof them to see which one I should go with. So working on that. My coach said we will begin training as we can once approved by the doctor. And then as far as, nutrition goes, we're just going to keep my training macros and then watch my weight and make sure we're not going up too high and we're not dropping too fast. Just kind of want to be in a maintenance mode and make sure I'm giving myself what I need right now to heal and to get better. So those are my goals right now. I'm gonna try and do my best to document what I can of this. There were so many things I was doing this morning that I wanted to pick up the camera and show you, but it's so hard to set up a camera when I'm trying to balance myself, and I'm noticing my right glutes sore because I'm putting a lot of weight on it, and it's like I'm already going to be creating these imbalances, so I know I'm going to be needing to stretch and roll out my upper body because my upper body's super tight from being on the crutches. So there's a lot that I can document with this and capture, so stay tuned. I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going crazy just sitting in here. So I'm gonna take my book and my journal down to like the common area in my apartment and read and get some air and some sun. And yeah, just get myself a change of scenery, because I'm definitely finding myself having a hard time like focusing on the good of this, because I really wanted to compete. So I'll see you guys out there. It's such a simple thing when you think about it, you know. If you're in a moment where you're having bad thoughts or you're in a bad headspace, try changing your scenery to change your mind, or to change what you're focusing on, getting into a book to get out of your head, overwrite your voice and replace it with the words of someone else. It's helped me a lot, and yeah, so I'm gonna read my book and try and relax a little. Hi guys. So it is actually end of day Monday. I'm gonna apologize for kind of the randomness and I feel like all over the place theme of this video. This has definitely shook me to my core. Competing is a huge passion of mine. I love every single thing about this sport, and I love what it's done for me. So the thought of taking a break from this gives me a lot of anxiety, and I'm having to slow down for the first time, I think, forever in my life. So please excuse me for being somewhat all over the place. I'm gonna do my best moving forward to be a little bit more structured with how I go about YouTube now and providing these updates and what I'm updating you guys on. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you for sticking around if you decide to, now that I'm no longer pushing for a show right now. I'm not done yet. My story isn't over. And if you could please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in next week's video.